Hey guys, Annie here, and today I'm playing Valiant Heroes: The Great War. As you guys know, this is a new game out, and it's an interesting game that's come out. As you know, is about World War One, and this is based off true stories in World War One. It's been a bit of a controversial game, if I'm honest, but I didn't really know whether I wanted to play or not. If you know me like from Twitter and stuff like that, you will know I'm a history student. Therefore, I very much study a lot of this period, and I've been umming and ahhing about it because I didn't know if it would be good for me to play it, if I could make it entertaining. But I've played a little bit of it, and I realised this isn't a game that needs to be entertaining. This is a different game from the games you usually see me play, and so I wanted to show this game off because it's so different, and hopefully you guys will like it too. So let's play.
August 1st, 1914. After the assassination of Prince Franz Ferdinand of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, the German Empire declares war on Russia. Because of established alliances, France is preparing for conflict. A few hours after the announcement of the general mobilization, German civilians living in France are asked to leave the country. Karl is one of them. A few days after Karl was deported, the war was hungry for more and took away Emil as well. A heavy-hearted Emil was called up to fight and left the farm for Saint Mihiel. Like so many others, he had no idea what fate had in store for him.
Right guys, so here we are in the gameplay. As you can see, this art style is absolutely fantastic, isn't it? And I mean, look at these French outfits. You may think, oh, these are just made up for the game, but the French soldiers at the beginning of the Great War dressed like this. It was the way characters were. Now, something about this game which I quite like is the way that they give you like little facts about it, which is really good. So here we have dates. These are, and then you have like the barracks and regiments, railways, and the debacle of August. So I'm not going to go through these because I don't want to. If I start reading it, I'm essentially going to be adding facts that I know, and you don't really need to know them. If you're interested, go ahead and research them, but I'm going to pause like on each one, so if you want to stop the video and look at them yourself, you go ahead, because otherwise it's just going to take ages if I sit here and like just talk about them, especially since I'm not very good at reading out loud from a screen anyway. But this is a really cool and interesting thing, and I'm really glad Ubisoft decided to put this in, because it kind of shows you a bit more about what happened, and maybe it's stuff that you won't know. And these pictures actually, they recolored. These were being in black and white because we didn't really have color pictures back then. And as you can see, there's the French military uniform, which you can see the guys in the background wearing. So there we go. So let's keep going. Also, I'm very sorry right now, because I've just seen French on the screen. If I start like having to speak French or German, I'm very sorry. I only know Swiss French, and I don't really know German, so I'm very sorry at this. Very sorry for the accent. Wait for the horn, is it? Press space. And now we're going to go into training. Now you might think that this is like all fun and games, but this is essentially what training was. Like the best thing, like the best description I think I found of something like this was in, if any of you ever saw Blackadder, or is it Left Shift? Where they said all they did was spend a week using their bayonets to hit hay bales and stuff like that, and then they were done. Now this is something you can get in the game, which is really cool as well. These are items you can collect, and there's like a certain few to each level, and the actual things. So this is the traditional German helmet that many people will recognise with World War One. And this will give you a few other things. Again, as I unlock them, I will show you them. Is that going to work? Yes, it did work. And yeah, that is essentially the training you get. This is kind of the tutorial area. And it's quite accurate, scarily enough. French anthem in the background there. The French flag with... Oh right, I got whole space. République Française. I couldn't read the bottom.
My dear Marie, we are on our way to Paris. The atmosphere here is strangely cheerful. I hope that the harvest goes well. Rely on our neighbours for help. They've always been gracious and charitable people. I'll write again as soon as I get my assignment. Please kiss my little grandson for me.
At the train depot in Paris, trying to reach his regiment at Platform 21, Emile would meet the man he would soon fight alongside. The man who would come to be his truest friend.
See, now that's an interesting thing. He said that Emile said all the soldiers were excited and happy, and the best way to explain this is lots of people did feel like they were going on a picnic. That, you know, they were just going for a party, you know, the whole thing of, oh, we'll be home in time for Christmas, but as we all know from our history lessons, that's not what happens. What's he want? Oh. Don't think he wanted red line. Okay, he wants white wine? I think that's what he said. Can we borrow the wine off here? There we go. and give it to him. Okay, so let's just continue, and we also have diary entries. And we have a few for other people. So here's Emil's one. As you can see so far, he's only got one. And there's a few others. There's Emil's daughter, Carl. No, it wasn't. That's not Emil's daughter. Sorry, my bad. That's someone else we're going to meet later. And that's Emil's daughter, or Carl's wife. So, yeah. It's quite cool. I love all these little things they've added into. Ooh, what's that? We got another thing. Looks like I missed some stuff. Oh, that's not the right one. Tab, wasn't it? And this is a letter from a French soldier. See, I'll be home before Christmas. That's what everyone thought. It didn't matter where you came from, whether you were German, you were British, you were French, you all thought that. So it said we missed a few things. I'll probably go back later and try and find those. Talk to him. Can't go up the stairs. He likes music. Okay, we got a bamba here. Try the car? No. Okay, so we have to get this order. No, this guy. Okay, no, no. Drums, trombone, clarinet. Is it clarinet? Yeah. And trumpet. And this is kind of the party atmosphere. And it's quite accurate. There were bands and everything. There were loved ones waving them goodbye. Spacebar? And then pull down. There we go. We helped that guy. There we go.
Thank you very much.
It's
I'm ready. Where are you from?
America.
Hey, good luck, my friend.
August 21st, 1914. Emil's regiment was sent to fight against the 71st German Division, led by Baron von Dorf. The general cheer of the first hours dissipated into the fear of first combat.
Right, so as you can see, Emil is holding the flag that all the French soldiers are going to fight under. Vive la France! And there's the Germans with their all recognizable guns. Ooh! Ooh, hold back. Keep going, Emil. You keep running. Yeah. Now that must have been gruesome, just to know that that was going to happen. And you couldn't turn back in situations like this. You'd be shot. Especially later on when it came to the trenches and everything. If you didn't go over the top, you were going to get shot. Come on, Emil. Oh no! Keep going. I can't see him too far forward. Come on, Emil. Oh no, Emil. And here you'd have the end of a battlefield. One side either way. Just dead bodies everywhere. Or injured. And dying.
Is that Emil?
Miss Marie Chillon. Private Emile Chillon from the 150th Infantry Regiment, was wounded by enemy fire on August 21st. He has been captured by the enemy. Hopefully, you shall receive news from him soon.